Exactly. Everybody that we want to play with is in this one, and everyone that we are trimming the fat from is in the other one. Just got to a point where you're getting kind of tired of 30 party type deal. People that you might not want to play with that day. Wasn't my idea, by the way. Wasn't my idea. I'm not saying names. I'm just saying it wasn't my idea. Because I firmly agreed with the person. Oh, please. What up, kid? How was the trip? Yeah. 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 It's going, man. I don't even know where you went. Oh, it's your lake house. Great. We're playing some good weather. Oshkosh. The fuck is that? Wisconsin? Mm-hmm.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
It's going to make me kick it out of bounds, so I have to kick it off, dude, man.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Pause, yeah, go ahead. Better not have fucked it up or I'll kill you, but... Literally just started. So I don't want to have to fucking load back in. I know, we are used to it. Well, you're used to loading back into games like 3-4 times a game. Chicken! No. It's Tom and Joey. Alright, let's do it.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, He joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run for the first time with Arsenal. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up.
Yeah.
Frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here is Eckler.
Oh, you mother...
Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early.
I should have PTO by then, so...
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap.
Oh my God! You so...
That's Robinson. First down completion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field, but at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now,
Get in there. God damn, bro.
is pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play call, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right
Oh, that's all that was? All right, never mind.
It's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And it's a fumble. And the Packers. So first quarter in the race. This isn't supposed to let up. They've had flashes.
It's alright, I fumbled 3 times last game, so...
They better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game.
Yeah, and it's Rashawn Gary.
You're so amped up, and you're trying to do so much.
Rashawn Gary's built like a Mack fucking truck.
Focus in on the ball. Make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long.
Is that on you?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's the same thing.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, 28 yards on the ground. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. What did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a first down carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at scrimmage.
It's because of us.
Play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 10-yard line.
Second down. Love. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 10 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Just die.
On the field now as they will send this one away.
Why would they come back again?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Oh, you're doing a heist. Oh, okay.
The decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly
What the?
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted
Whoa!
just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put
Listen, man, I learned my lesson.
part of the field and to come away with nothing. That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Come here, you bitch. Oh.
On the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's
Oh, I fucking missed.
close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down.
Why would it switch me to that dude? That makes no
7 yards, the pickup.
fucking sense.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the
Hmm?
simple things an offense can do. Get the
You want him to do what
ball
now?
to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 3. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
24-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And
Oh, I had it.
Great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage.
I jumped too early. I would have had the block.
On 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down.
Motherfucker.
Put them behind the 8 ball.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
You lose?
The Packer offense defense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Love to throw.
Come.
Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd.
Yeah.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Love looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now.
Yeah, fucking right, buddy.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Second and long. That's into the hands of Ackman.
It's probably a hold.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Great play, Jair.
Passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get
I didn't even want to catch that, but I'll take it.
Wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Loving the Packers 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Oh my God!
With a give to Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll go
It wasn't an inside zone.
at the 49. He's able to rip off
Wasn't an inside zone.
It's a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively. So
What do you mean?
5 defensive backs in there didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look.
Damn, bro. Nobody can have a successful run play anymore without thinking it's cheese.
Big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll run on first down. Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack, giving ground.
First and
It's a trap.
Give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year.
Ooh, I don't know. Okay. Phew.
That lead out further. And he's got it up and through.
makes the score Packers Bears 3.
Damn, we was watching TikToks.
Away and off it goes.
Jesus Christ.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying
Damn,
to
Musa
go.
Bates got that noodle arm, huh?
So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
By the Packers.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run it in with Jones.
You're supposed to
Nothing doing there.
body him, man.
Holding him at the 2. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in.
There we go.
Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Packers 21. Bears 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 32-yard line.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30.
What the?
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first target. Off the play fake, Love.
What? I'm way out of the tackle box. Come on. I took like 10 steps back. 10 steps back is the pocket?
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle.
Trash.
You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Because his pass rush was coming in.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Damn, I never heard somebody so triggered in my life.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Slant to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Love from the gun. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And a Packer first down.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jones. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected expected fourth down here.
McCann's kick up and good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So put another 3 on the board. It's considered a good opening drive to begin the third.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there.
What now?
That's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
At the 37-yard line.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Dancing to his left. That is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him
Yeah.
sit in the pocket and get comfortable.
Julius Campbell.
Opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback
Julius Campbell. You know the movie?
Brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Got a man
Yeah, remember the Titans.
inside. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mark that down as a
Shit, I see number 2. I see Tommy Lou's got a fucking corner, number 69. I don't want to hear it.
But they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, when they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers
Say what now?
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field.
Damn.
In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the option, Love will hang on to it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason.
So what now?
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete there, almost picked off.
Hey, no son. I never even heard of that.
Free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll drop the throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. CD, this defense, man. At this rate,
D-Hop just kept running on that.
Normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the
Oh, no.
This run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he won't be
Whoa. Damn. Sully, you just gonna let him talk to you about it like that? You just gonna let him talk about you like that? That's crazy, man. Oh.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short,
Damn.
well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the first.
I don't care enough.
Exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And I know Joey doesn't care. So, I mean, I don't want to give it to Tom Lou, but he's the only one who buys, like, updated clothes.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a...
What time is he dresses like you?
So the Bears with a
You don't think so?
We welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after.
Oh, I'm sure he's broken him out before.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
I've actually never seen you wear jean shorts either, though, so maybe that was before.
Safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The utter domination here just continues this defense. I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled.
Just in your drawer. They're just stiff as a fucking ironing board now. Can't even unfold them. They'll snap.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, so now they're not black anymore. Good game, dude, man.
It's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Green Bay, the start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week